Welcome back to the SprintLearn Hub. In our last lesson, we explored the 4 core values of Agile, prioritizing people, practical value, collaboration, and adaptability. But these are high-level ideas. The 12 Agile principles are the mechanical gears that turn broad philosophy into daily habits. Looking at a list of 12 rules can feel overwhelming when you are first starting out. So instead of memorizing a long checklist, we group these principles into 7 simple categories. While the values tell us what matters most, these 7 categories provide explicit instructions for applying Agile to real projects. Let's look at the first one. Our first category is customer value. Agile teams avoid waiting a year to launch a massive project. If they are building an online learning platform, they might release a small, usable version with basic functions like a login and a single video page right away. Because they release early, they start getting user feedback immediately. As the customer's needs change or the market shifts, the team uses that new information to build a more helpful tool. Delivering working software frequently reduces the risk of building the wrong thing. It ensures the team is always moving towards a result the customer can actually use. That brings us to our second category, collaboration. For Agile to work, the people who understand the business goals and the developers writing the code must interact with each other every single day. When they interact, nothing beats a direct human conversation. Whether it is in person or over a live video call, talking face-to-face clears up confusion much faster than waiting on a long chain of emails. Delivering early and talking constantly prevents teams from spending months in isolation building a product that no one actually wants. Our third category looks at how these teams are managed: motivated people and trust. Leaders provide clear goals and support the team, then step back and trust the builders to figure out the best way to get the work done. In Scrum, developers are given autonomy to manage their tasks during a work cycle. But how do we know if that autonomous team is actually making progress? That is our fourth category, measuring working results. Status meetings and planning documents are helpful, but they don't prove the project is successful. Real progress is measured by working software. In Scrum, progress is proven when the team delivers an increment, a finished, usable piece of the product that a customer can test and use. Agile environments focus on giving trusted people the freedom to produce tangible, working results. Producing those results takes energy, which leads to our fifth category, maintaining a sustainable pace. Burning out a team to meet a short-term deadline leads to exhaustion and mistakes. The team needs a steady rhythm they can maintain over the long term. Keeping that steady pace allows the team to focus on technical excellence and good design. When a product is built correctly from the start, it is much easier to change and update later on. In Scrum, this commitment to quality is managed by the definition of done. This is the strict quality standard the team agrees to meet before any piece of work can be considered complete. Our sixth category is simplicity. This is the discipline of maximizing the amount of work you choose not to do. It means staying focused on the features that provide the most value and avoiding unnecessary work. This focus is why Scrum uses a product owner. They organize the product backlog so the team works on the most important items first. Finally, we have self-organization and continuous improvement. The people closest to the daily work usually have the best understanding of how to solve the problems in front of them. Because of this, Agile teams regularly pause to reflect on how they can work together more effectively. In Scrum, this happens during an event called the Sprint Retrospective. Holding a sustainable pace, keeping the work simple, and reflecting regularly provides the structure a team needs to stay focused and adapt as the project evolves. These 12 principles define exactly how modern teams operate. Without this foundation, the specific events, roles, and tools of the Scrum framework would feel like a list of disconnected rules. Now the engine starts to make sense. The Sprint Review and the Daily Scrum exist to support the principles of honest feedback and daily collaboration. The product backlog supports the principle of focus, and the finished increment ensures the team is measuring progress by actual working results. In our next lesson, we will compare this adaptive Agile approach to the traditional planning method known as waterfall, showing you exactly when to use each one. For now, remember, When you understand the why behind the Agile principles, learning the mechanics of Scrum becomes intuitive and logical.